All right, so I'll handle cut, nose, part of flavor explosion.
Hey, what are you two doing?
We're divvying up parts of the show.
We're gonna help you with parts of the show.
For what?
Our survey found that people like the show more when you interact with us.
Wait, what?
It was an informal survey.
Okay, sorry, who did you...
Craig said it.
My college roommate, Craig?
And Eric.
And Paul.
And Bart.
Yeah, maybe Ryan. I can't
I don't
remember.
think he got back to us, no. I don't think he watches, actually.
Hold up, did you just ask my college text thread?
Yeah.
You can't prove that.
That's it, you asked 8 guys who are my age?
Aren't they the only ones who watch the channel?
I don't deserve this.
That's not what the survey said.
Welcome to the Deep Dish.
Dramatic music.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Deep Dish. It's me, the Pepperoni Jabroni, and this week we are doing DiGiorno's Croissant Crust Pizza.
Don't forget about us.
Yes, and also, as you saw in the cold open, we did a survey, apparently.
It was an informal survey.
Yeah, it was informal.
A survey. And we're going to try to include Louis and... Have you even come up with a name yet?
The pizza with no topping.
You can't be that, man. You have seafood on your pizza. Like
You don't know that. You don't know that.
All right, Reggie. Till further notice, Reggie and Louis are going to join us for more of the actual chit-chat in the show. Because again, apparently we did a survey.
Informally.
With 8 people I went to college with, and I guess that is audience testing nowadays. Let's jump right in like we always do. Do you guys want to help with this, I guess?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, please.
Sure. Presentation, cut, crust, nose,
Freshness, which he messes up a lot.
Yeah.
flavor explosion,
Is there, mouthfeel?
Pizza Hut,
Pizza Hut, yeah. Yeah, Pizza Hut.
finish, and would I eat this if I was high? So let's not waste any time. Let's get right to category number 1, presentation. All right, this looks pretty good to me. Now, yeah, nothing's really. Now you can see some stuff falling off, and normally I would penalize them for that, but that's because of that sweet croissant crust. So that's actually just crust falling off. I'm gonna give DiGiorno a 10. You're welcome, Bethany. We've got this sweet croissant crust. Now, we all know, if you've been following the show, the Chicago Deep Dish has perfected crust. It doesn't get any better than that. So this isn't able to get a 10, but I will say that it's a 2-finger crust, right? I can get 2 fingers in there. So that is not all that bad. Some of the lower Chicago style crusts were 2 fingers deep. Most of them were 3 fingers deep. But I think we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this an 8. We had a little bit of a disagreement earlier.
I've watched this every week and it always looks difficult. So, all right, you've used this once. This is pretty easy to use. You take it, you hold it on this side. You're gonna take it and you're gonna bring it over. So here I am, and I'm just. Hey, I'm up here. Thank you very much. I'm up here. As you can see, it's a perfectly cut pizza.
Didn't come cut, so I'm still giving it a 3. Now, let's talk about DiGiorno. I don't know if I've ever done DiGiorno on the show or not before.
He definitely has.
But I will say that I've had a lot of DiGiorno in my day. Thank you, Bethany. They have some of the best nose out there. It always smells like tomato sauce and cheese, which, as we all know, are ingredients in pizzas.
It's true.
So for nose, I'm going to give this an 8.5. Here's the thing. I'm a busy person. I know it's quarantine, but what happened was I made the pizza, and I had to take it out. Then I had to let it cool off. But I got a little bit distracted. I have ADHD. I think I've mentioned that in previous episodes.
He definitely has.
And I went and I sat down and I just wanted to watch Avengers Infinity War. I didn't want to watch the whole thing. I just wanted to like do a little, I was just going to watch the beginning, right? But like the beginning really moves. Like that story moves. So I watched like the first little bit of Infinity War and I was like, I should probably go like take a look at the pizza and like maybe film the show. But I just couldn't, like once Spider-Man gets on the spaceship, you're just like, and I'll admit it does slow down around when the Guardians of the Galaxy come in, like that, they kind of slow the movie down a little bit.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
But it picks right up. And yeah, I know, the scene to nowhere was, to be honest, is kind of the least interesting scene in the whole thing.
It's almost too many storylines.
But they do have to get their hands on Gamora. So anyway, my point is I watched all of Avengers Infinity War, and then I just couldn't sit with everyone being dusted, spoiler alert. And so I had to watch Endgame. So anyway, that was yesterday. I made the pizza yesterday. It's not very fresh. So to be honest, it gets a 0. All right, now here's the moment that this show is basically built around. It's so that I can shove pizza in my face and like trick people into thinking that it's a show format. So
Can I help with this one?
yeah, I guess so. You can.
Woo! I can eat some too.
No, you can't. Because you don't have a stomach.
I have a stomach.
No, you're on a stick.
Okay, I could just shove it in my mouth.
Your mouth doesn't go anywhere. The back of it is made of felt.
I'd like to eat some pizza too.
Yeah, you can.
This is so unfair.
I don't have time for this. All right, here we go.
Great.
It's a little subdued, let's be honest. So Bethany, if you're out there, if you're listening, we need more tomato sauce on the pizza. It's good, it's satisfying, but it's not everything I want. It's kind of like, I'm gonna give this the movie Venom. A lot of potential. It's okay.
I am kind of a loser, like you.
All right, mouthfeel. I'm trying really hard to taste that croissant crust. It's hard to really break down the croissant crust and its subtleties when you shove the whole pizza in your mouth all at once. Like, it's not a Tom Holland Spider-Man. And it's definitely not an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. So we're going to give it a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, which is like a little bit better than the middle. DiGiorno tastes a lot like Pizza Hut. This is actually really great. This is, in this category, it's a very pleasant surprise. And so, in this category, I give DiGiorno's Croissant Crust Pizza a Tom Holland Spider-Man. Surprising, refreshing, wonderful. All right, finish. I'm gonna turn this one over to Reggie.
Well, I'm finished, so a 10.
Would I eat this if I was high? Now, I know I've said on the show before that I don't get high. And I don't get high. It's not a thing I do. But if I was high, would I eat this pizza? I think I would. I think that if I were high in college, or, shortly after college, or right now, and I wanted like a really good snack, I think this would actually be a really good sort of mouth-feely, low flavor, delicious vacation inside of my taste buds. That's what I think it would be. So would I eat this if I was high? Absolutely. And so that brings us to our final score, which is... That's right, at 8.8. Definitely not a
leap of faith.
Because that's not even a number. That doesn't even make any sense. All right, so that brings us to the end of the show. So as per usual, thank you so much for subscribing. Remember, if you like the show, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to sign up for notifications. Like the video itself, but most importantly, leave a comment, right? Engagement helps boost us up in the algorithm. Also, if you want to help out me, Louis, Reggie, you can always go to patreon.com/thedeepdishreview and become a Patreon subscriber, right? You get cold opens early, extra segments, and you can even tell me what kind of pizza to eat, right? For example, one Dan Walsh of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, has me eating a Peep pizza, and to be honest, I cannot wait. As always, remember, if you can't think of anything to write in the comment section, you can always leave a comment on my unpopular opinion, which is...
This segment is actually unsustainable because sooner or later I'm just gonna say something really offensive and then feel bad about it.
And like, there's no reason to even question that. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. I'm the Pepperoni Jabroni. This is The Deep Dish, and remember, it's okay to like things. It really is, no matter what they say.
Goodbye from the deep dish. See you later from the deep dish. We hope you like this, John. Pepperoni, Pepperoni, Pepperoni. See you later from the deep dish.
Dramatic music. You really have to respect what the MCU is doing, but whew, yeah, a little too long.